Life, Love, and Hope was a very long project. I think it's a intentionally optimistic album, and one that I'm hoping will, help some other people through their tough times. Well, Life, Love, and Hope, of course, is an optimistic song of for everyone who's caught up in the day-to-day, trials and tribulations of getting through life and kind of forgetting what the important things are. So this is a sort of a reminder. I'm living on faith, on my knees, and I can see the promise I can make. And life has taken me so far from shore, and I'm breaking free. I see what life is for. My approach to recording has been the same with all the albums. I don't sit down and I don't try to, for instance, I don't put the first Boston album on or the original demos and say, okay, gotta listen to this and come up with songs that sound like this or sounds that sound like this. I just start in. And the criterion that I used for the first Boston album was nothing more than what I liked. I use the same, basically I use the same measuring stick now. It's, if I like the sound of it, then I use it. Heaven on earth, how can I live without it? I didn't know what to say. For what it's worth, now I just dream about it. I never wanted to see you walk away. Heaven on Earth is basically a love story that anybody can relate to. It's sort of the common theme of you don't realize what you've got until it's gone, and hopefully it's not too late. Analog equipment is big. It takes up a lot of room. Now it's really expensive compared to digital equipment. My 24-track tape deck here, which is one of my favorite items of all time, that's over 35 years old, and it's been running really, really hard. Still works like a charm. Very, very little trouble with it. By virtue of the fact that it's large and it takes up space and all of the controls are visible at all times, I'm not constrained to looking at the world through, a couple of screens that are this big. And trying to operate in a digital domain on a computer-based system always feels to me like I'm trying to work in a studio like this, and I've got a piece of cardboard with a square cut out of it, and I can only look at this much of the studio at any one time. So with this panorama of equipment around you, if I hear something that I want to change ever so slightly or just a little bit, I just reach over, I know where the knob or the slider is, I move it, and I'm done. Now everything's alright. The Way You Look Tonight, another very personal song with a happy ending. This is also one of my favorite songs in the album. Very simple chorus, but anybody that's been in love can understand that line when it comes on, says, "The way you look tonight," kind of says it all. This piece of gear is really one of my favorite things, and I think it's the way I usually start off every show, and it's the only way I can do this. And you can do this. Frankly, playing live was the whole reason for starting all of this in the first place. I didn't start writing songs and recording because I loved working in the studio. It's very rewarding, but it's really hard work.